So here's the problem. As people start going down that path, right? So you have that boss who's threatening to fire them, who's literally trying to make sure that they don't quit. What if they actually started talking? They're like, hey Maria, hey Joseph, hey Paul, hey Jacob, why is our boss the way he is? Why did he pull you aside and tell you this? Is he taking half of your pay? Did he threaten to fire you if you say anything? And they're like, wait, what? That's happening to you as well? Now what do? They can stand up to it. So they either decide to just do nothing, or do they group up, confront him as a unified force, sing a song of hope together, stand up to their abuser, their dark one. And by standing up to each of our own individual dark ones, or our work dark ones, we start standing up to the big dark one. I'm not asking for all of you to battle the biggest entity, the big dragon, right away. That might not be your battle, but by you helping me fight your individual battles, you're going to be doing so much. Think about how much darkness will be removed then. Whether it's just all of them quitting and that company, that human ranch dissolving, or maybe it's just that guy finally gets a wake-up call, like all of them have come united and they have their light forces stronger, and they approach him and his light like reawakens. And once his light reawakens, he's like, wait, what? Why am I doing this? And he cries and he feels emotion for the first time that he's suppressed for 27 years. And he realizes the mistakes of his life, and he's just mad because, he lost his entire family. Because again, the Dark Ones nudged him and created him to be this way. And he just wakes up, and now he decides, you know what, guys? I'm gonna quadruple your pay. Or whatever, like we're gonna figure it out. But do you see, like all of a sudden everything starts changing. But why do I tell you that example? Because when you're onto something, or when now these people are gonna stand up to it, they are going to start, they being the Dark One and the Dark Ones, they will try anything to stop you, to present noise through any vessel that they can. So let's say you understand now how to protect yourself and shield yourself. So now maybe the only thing you have left, and you're in your apartment, you're in your room, you locked, but there's a window and you have it open because you enjoy fresh air. Pay attention. There's going to be loud noises. Perhaps you don't like kids yelling. There's going to be a kid yelling in the distance. Maybe you're going to hear crying. Maybe for some reason, like coughing brings back a bad memory or something. Like maybe from you were sick and you just hear nonstop coughing. You're like, what the heck is going on? Like that. Pay attention to it. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. That's them trying anything that they can do to go through a vessel, to create noise, to stop you from doing what you're doing. Once you are able to laugh at it or reframe it, or just your shield is too strong, but it doesn't mean that it's not annoying, right? Like if I kept poking you, you're like, okay, like I feel it. It doesn't do much to me, but you just keep getting poked. You're like, your focus is not going to be the same. It's still good, but it's not the same, right? Like you can get to a point where you can literally still work and perform while getting poked, but it's different. It's different. So that's when you like close the window, do a reset, listen to some music, do some things you enjoy, to remember to listen. But think about this. Just one more example to kind of get the point across. It doesn't have to even be, you don't even have to do anything. Nothing even needs to happen. Just a reminder is sufficient to cause problems. You get a random text from a friend on your phone while you're working, and it's something nice. Could be a light nudge. You know, they're trying to cheer you up, trying to keep you going. But what if it actually was a light? It seemed light, but it was a dark nudge disguised. They wanted to distract you. They wanted you to focus on something else. Do you guys see where I'm going with that? Now, what if you get a message from someone? Like, let's say you've been fighting with your spouse, your girlfriend, your wife, or whatever. And you get a message from this girl that you used to talk to like way back when. And all of a sudden, she's just trying to seduce you. Almost like break up this marriage. You're like, what the heck? Like, why is she interested in me all of a sudden? Like, I thought she never was interested. This is weird. Pay attention to that. Why are they trying to create a problem here? What breaks up the majority of relationships? Outside noise, nudges, influences. So pay attention to that, right? Now, just a nudge alone, like that girl texting you, now it's in your head. You're like, she's like, I remember her. I would have dated her back then. Oh, what am I thinking about? Like, what the heck? Like why? Like, oh. And then you reinforce it over and over and over and over and over again. All of a sudden, she sends you a good morning text. You're like, wait, my wife doesn't send me a good morning text. What the heck? So all of a sudden, this person is the ultimate dark nudge. And now they start slowly shaping your reality. How? What if you go on Google and you know how it shows you some recommended articles? There's an article about how a husband left his wife and all of a sudden he became happier. You turn on Netflix and the suggested movies are movies about a guy cheating on his neglectful wife and then becoming happy and having a big family. Nudges. Could be the social media for you, popular page. Just could be movies. But imagine you got these nudges over the course of like a month or two. And without you even realizing it, the way you treat your wife or your girlfriend is going to be slightly different. Now, some of these could be actually a helpful nudge. They actually could have been meant to be good, to be like, hey, this is how you should be treated. Demand more respect, right? That could be it. So that's the struggle with it. That's the struggle with the nudge system in a shared vessel, is that you have to interpret it and you could misinterpret it. And they wanted to help you realize that, hey, you should stand up to her and demand more and not put her on a pedestal and value yourself more. But what if it got misinterpreted? And they're like, no, crap, he took it the wrong way, and now he's planning to cheat on her. He's like, no. And then now Dark is like, yes! And now they go all at it. And all of a sudden, they are encouraging this other girl to now call you. And you get a call. And it's been 2 months and you've just been getting nudged nonstop. And you're like, it's harmless. Just a call. And you pick up. You're like, hello. And she asks you to, hey, can you help me move? Hey, can we have a coffee? You're like, it's just a coffee and a move. And you do it. But now everything changed because first of all, you entered there. Remember, an event activated, right? By picking up the phone. Here's another one, guys. If you get a phone call and you pick it up, you activate an event. Think about like you entered a door, you entered a separate room. So don't pick up phone calls unless you're willing to activate that event. Be prepared for it. You're literally changing your reality by doing so. Opening emails, texts, all of those things are an event, a reality. Doesn't mean that it's bad, but you just have to be prepared for it. Going to specific subreddits, social media posts, all of those things, those are each events. So you have to pay attention. All of these things will affect your reality. So now think about it. You go on this, you help her move, and then you have coffee and you talk. And for some reason, she's asking about your relationship. Like, why is she asking these questions? And she's getting nudged to do that, of course. And now you start talking. Maybe you actually badmouth a little bit your wife or your girlfriend. And she's like, well, I don't know. Like, I've been looking for a guy that would finally help me move and have coffee. And you're like, okay, that's kind of what I just did. I don't know. And then just everything starts changing. And who knows what happens from after that, right? You might just be like, oh, no, nope, 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 absolutely not. This made me realize I need to go back and value my girlfriend or wife, and everything gets better, right? Could be. So you turned a dark moment into good. But do you guys see what I'm talking about? Is that free will? Is that free will? You tell me.